Ooh, coverage. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Brittany, and for today's video, I wanted to try out the new Zara foundation. Y'all, I did not know that Zara has like a whole makeup line on their website. They have eyeshadow and everything on their website. So not only did I order the foundation, I also ordered the concealer. I'm gonna start off with the foundation, of course. Their foundation is called the Limitless Soft Matte Foundation. This is how it looks like. I got it in the shade Warm 959. I'm a neutral undertone, but the neutral undertones just looked a little too dark. And honestly, you guys, I don't know. This might be too dark for me. I have no idea. I'm not even sure if this shade is gonna work. I just didn't want to buy 2 or 3 foundation shades. So I just really went by how the foundation looked online and which one I thought would best suit me. I would say that my undertone is neutral to cool. I prefer a foundation that has a neutral undertone. Never really get warm undertones because they don't flatter me. But this foundation doesn't look like a warm undertone from the pictures that I saw. Quick details on this foundation. It's a light foundation, perfect for the summer and spring. Long lasting and supple with a soft matte finish. Its formula lasts 12 hours and helps control shine for a faultless look. I don't like really matte foundations, you guys know that, but it's a soft matte. And the concealer that I got is a hydrating, so luminous concealer. I think they'll pair together perfectly. So y'all can see my blemishes and my dark spots here. So we're gonna see how well this foundation covers them. How many layers do I have to put on? But I am just gonna put a little bit on my cheek first. I wouldn't consider this a warm undertone. Ooh, coverage. Okay, I need to get a brush because I do not like using my fingers. I don't have a Zara close to me, so I did order this foundation and the concealer online. Let me go ahead and blend it out to show you guys. I also don't know if this foundation will oxidize. It is maybe half a shade darker, especially in this middle area. You guys, y'all, this coverage is amazing. And for it to be, well, it's a soft matte. It's not a matte foundation, but I like the glossy, dewy look right now. It's still a little wet, so I'm gonna wait until it dries down to really see how it looks. But so far, I like it. I am doing a lot today, so I might even do a wear test for you guys. I cannot believe that I picked the right shade online, you guys. I was going back and forth between 3 shades, and I almost talked myself into just buying 3 shades. But like I said, I did not want to go through the trouble of trying to return the shades that didn't work. It's too much. So I really thought long and hard on the shade that I was going to get. And I am really happy right now. I thought it would be too dark because I do have a habit of getting foundation that's way too dark. I always go for the darkest shade. When I first got into makeup, I always just went for the darkest shade, and now I'm realizing that I don't have to do that anymore. This is just one layer of the foundation, you guys. What do we think? I love it. Of course, I'm gonna have to go outside and really see because right now I'm in my bathroom, but so far, so good. It looks very smooth. It covers a lot. With only one layer, literally covered up all of my hyperpigmentation. Okay, this is perfect. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes to dry. This foundation does feel really light on my face. I can barely feel it, so this can definitely be a summer foundation for me. Coverage is great. I'm just so happy, you guys. I was so nervous that this foundation was gonna be too dark or too light. And because I got the warm undertone, I was scared it would look too orange or yellow on me. But it matches me perfectly. I'm impressed. Zara has a whole makeup line, and when I saw the concealer, I decided to try it out too, because since I'm already trying out the foundation, why not try the concealer with the foundation? So this is their Luminous Creamy Concealer. It's available in 35 shades. It's a creamy, dewy formula, and it's easy to blend. This product provides supple, medium coverage with a luminous satin finish. Available in 36 shades to go with our foundation to perfection. So I got the concealer in the shade 950, and the undertone is neutral. The foundation is 959 and warm. So this is how the concealer looks. So the foundation is a soft matte, and I like that the concealer is more on the dewy side. So I don't have too much matte products on my face, because whenever I use a matte foundation, a matte concealer, and honestly just those two products, it really settles into my pores and it just really shows all of the texture on my skin. So I think this is going to be a perfect combination. I do feel like I could have went a little lighter in this concealer. I love a really bright under eye, and I think this concealer is going to be more on the natural side for me. I didn't even tell you guys. The concealer was only $12.90. I don't think I told you guys the price of the foundation, but the foundation was $19.90, so about $20, and then plus shipping. Definitely more on the natural side, but it's still bright enough to be underneath my eyes. Well, I guess I'll do a natural look today. We won't do anything crazy. I'm just curious to see how well it blends into the foundation. I might consider ordering a lighter shade if I like the Why do I keep saying foundation? If I like the concealer, I might go back and order a few more since it was only $12.90. And because this concealer is a little darker than what I normally would go for, I'm gonna put some on the bottom half of my face to really enhance my cheekbones and the bottom half of my face. I really like this foundation, but I'm speaking too soon. I need to try it out for the whole day to really see if I love this foundation and concealer. And look at me dropping stuff. But to really see if I love this foundation and concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this concealer out to see how it blends into that foundation. And maybe it's a good thing that I got this shade instead of a lighter shade. This is really natural. Do you guys just see how it just disappeared into the foundation? It just melts into the foundation. The concealer doesn't dry down really quickly. You know, with some concealers, they dry down too quickly and it's just harder to blend into the foundation, whatever foundation you're wearing that day. I prefer concealers that take a little longer to dry down because it gives you more time to blend it out. It's just melting. Do y'all see this? I hope y'all can really see what I'm seeing in the mirror, because this concealer literally just melts into the foundation. I'm gonna let the concealer underneath my eyes dry down a little more so I can get the most coverage from that concealer. I know I keep saying this, but y'all, I was so nervous about the shades I ordered online. I'm pretty good with ordering my makeup, like my complexion products, online, but with Zara, their undertones were throwing me off because the warm undertone in the deeper shades, they looked more neutral to me, and the neutral undertones, they just jumped. They were just really dark, but they had a good shade range to choose from. When you go to their website to order their concealer or their foundation, they have a tab that you can click on to find your undertone or your foundation shade, concealer shade. The instructions just really didn't help me. I'm gonna show you guys what it said. Y'all can see it, hopefully, and y'all can't. But when you click on the link, find your tone, it says choose the one that best describes your tone, and then you have your options: light, light medium, medium, medium deep, or deep. Then the next step says choose your undertone. Undertones are the shades that are perceived within a specific skin tone. Knowing yours is important when choosing the products that will be best tailored to your face. These are the principal undertones. So, and then it has the undertones: warm, golden yellow tones, cool, pink and blue tones, and neutral, a mix of warm and cool tones. And that's all of the directions when it comes to finding your shade / undertone. So I just feel like it really wasn't helpful. But what I do like on their website, you have the foundation and then you have the swatch. So this helped me a lot, just looking at how the foundation looked, and I would say it's pretty accurate to the foundation I got. Let's see, this is $9.59. So this is the warm shade, you guys. This is the shade that I got that's supposedly warm in the shade $9.59. But doesn't it look more neutral? That was the only way I was able to tell what shade I would be. And even with the concealer, you have the concealer here. This is the shade I got. and then you have the swatch. So the concealer, it's pretty close. I would say it's pretty close. So that helped me a lot. I think my concealer is as dry as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly blend it into this foundation. This is a very natural look. I shouldn't even have done eyeshadow, honestly. Really natural, very dewy. I'm just curious to see how this is gonna look when I add my setting powder. Yeah, I should have went a shade or two lighter, you guys. What do y'all think? Everything is looking one color right now. It's a very subtle brightness underneath my eyes right now. This concealer is really dewy and hydrating, very creamy. Real creamy, especially so if you have dry under eyes or dry skin, these two products will be your best friend. I have oily skin, but that does not stop me from buying dewy makeup products. I love a nice shine, a nice little glow. Also, you guys, I have in my retainer, so if I'm talking a little weird, that's why. I recently chipped my front tooth. Here, and I just didn't want to come on camera with a chipped tooth, so I put in my retainer so it's not as noticeable. But to set my under eyes, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade medium deep. I haven't used this translucent powder in a while, and because the concealer is not really light, I'm going to start off with this one and see how it brightens up underneath my eyes. And if I need to add a lighter setting powder on top of it, I will. So I might do a little bit of baking too to really brighten up underneath my eyes. I'm taking my sponge and just going in with that medium deep again and adding more of that setting powder to give me a brighter look. Much better. Much better. This is after I set the concealer. This is before. Yeah, this concealer is very, very dewy. So I'm starting off with a brush so that I can evenly spread out that setting powder so I don't get any blotches. I set that concealer. I'm just going to quickly finish up my face. I am not adding a lot of products to my face. I'm just going to add some bronzer. I am done with my face. So far so good. I like the concealer. I just have to get used to the shade. The foundation looks amazing. I went ahead and set my face with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I should have used a setting spray that was more on the matte side since these products are already dewy and radiant. So hopefully my makeup doesn't separate throughout the day. I do want to do a wear test for you guys. I am back. It's been a few hours and this is how my makeup looks. What do y'all think? The only thing I will say is that I don't like the concealer underneath my eyes, at least. Everywhere else it looks fine, but it just makes underneath my eyes look really dark. It also enhances my eye bags that I didn't know I had. Do you guys see that line right in there? And because I have these lights on, you probably can't see it as well, but in person it looks really noticeable. I also think if I would have went in with a lighter setting powder, it would have balanced out that shade, but I might order a lighter shade in the concealer. I would say the coverage was okay. It covered. It's really just the shade. But as far as the foundation, I love it. Love it. I just think it looks so good on me. When I was applying the foundation, it just melted into my skin. And even when I applied the concealer, it was just melting into the foundation. So I like both products. I just don't like the concealer underneath my eye. So I think if I grab a lighter shade, I'll be able to really see if I like the concealer, if it was just the shade or if it's just the concealer itself. So I will let you guys know if I do end up buying a lighter shade. I will definitely update you guys. But that is the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys purchasing this foundation, this concealer? Have you purchased it? What do you think about it? I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I will see you guys next time. Bye y'all.